Hi, welcome back. So today I'm just doing like a coffee and a chat with you to check up, see how everybody is. I know we're living through a tough time at the moment, but what can we do? Just have to get through it. It'll all be in the history books later on, won't it? I'm trying out a new coffee at the moment because I can't find me lattes anywhere online. So I ordered these ones. They're 3-in-1 coffee sachets on Amazon. I have Amazon Prime, so it's not next day delivery here, but you get it in a couple of days. It's great that it's free delivery. Yeah, I got Amazon Prime because the son watches it. So they're watching it up in Dublin. I've been chatting to them a lot, so they're doing okay. What can you do? I mean, so I don't know what I'm going to chat about. My mind is gone blank. Yeah, I haven't really had the motivation the last couple of days to upload, and I've had a few boxes there and stuff. But I haven't let them pile up like I have in the past, which is not too bad. Because what happens with me is if I've done a few orders and a few beauty boxes, I store them on the end of the kitchen table. Was living on your own, I don't bother sitting at the kitchen table. I have it sitting the sitting room and eat while I'm watching telly. You shouldn't, but that's what I do. So they pile up, and then when they come in now at the kitchen, I'm like, oh God, I have to film all these. What am I going to do? And Larry got on top of me, and then I started to get anxious and stuff. So I've managed to get the pile down the last few days, so there's only 2 more items to show, and I'll film them tomorrow. I just wanted to, more important, to check in and see how everybody is. Because I've noticed something like, a lot of playground stuff on YouTube lately, and I don't understand. I know before, like in America and all that, there was awful scandals with YouTubers and all that. And I'm not being funny, like I watch, I'm not going to name this person, but I watched their YouTube video the other day and about how much he was being bullied. And my heart broke, it really did. This girl was being told to go and kill herself and all. And I put up a comment and I said, I found her by accident last year and I really liked the content and I've been watching her. And I said to her in the comments, my heart breaks for you. I've lost a partner to suicide. It's absolutely horrendous. So I don't understand how people can wish it on another person. That is absolutely disgusting. There has to be stronger laws or something put in place. I know you can block people on YouTube from the horrible comments, but then they just go and open up another account and do more comments. I mean, a couple of months ago, all on Facebook, everything was hashtag be kind. Now it's hashtag don't care about anybody. Think about yourself. To be honest, I had to go out yesterday. I had no choice, even though I shouldn't. I'm only allowed out over here at a certain time just to go for a walk. But what happened was there was fraud on my bank card, and the bank contacted me, so I had to go in yesterday. I had to do a meeting with, it was something that they couldn't do over the phone. They said they needed me to come in because I had to bring my ID and my passport and everything in anyway. And I had to go through what I had authorised and what I hadn't. I see me spending habit unlock. Oh God, never again. It was embarrassing. That chap seen how much I buy. I'm definitely going to have to start being better. You know what I mean? But anyway, so it was over £200, which works out about €240 spent fraudulently on my card. What happened was it was used off a website, I think. Yeah, that's me done with putting my card in. I'm only ever going to use PayPal in future. What it was fraudulently used on, that's not important. The fact is that it was. It's quite upsetting. I was very upset to find out. You know what I mean? I got an absolute shock when they rang me. Because I've never had anything like that done before. I'm normally very careful about stuff. I mean, I don't know where they done it from. They're going to have to investigate that. there was orders done and they were sent all over the UK. So, and I don't know what else to say. Just, you know, oh, do you know what I was going to say to you is, it's alright going out and keeping your distance, but oh my God, people weren't keeping that distance from me. Like, I was terrified going out. I didn't wear a mask or anything because a mask doesn't protect you from getting the virus. That's what my doctors told me. The mask only protects you from spreading it to somebody else. And I don't have the virus because I haven't been out for 7 weeks. Do you know what I mean? So I haven't got it. But anyway, so when I come out of the bank, the doors open and you have to stand in the little lobby thing, and that closes before you can open the main door. So what happened was, me and another lady were standing there, and we were standing quite far away from each other. But before we got a chance to go out, more people kept coming into the lobby, and at one stage, like, there was about 6 of us in a small little lobby, and I was standing right over into the corner, and this woman was standing there with a mask on it, this woman, and I assume it was her friend with her, and they had both masks on them. And she comes over and kind of stands beside me, and I move back like that, and she goes, "What, do you think I have a disease or something?" I said, "I don't know, love, to be honest." I said, "But I'm standing back." I said, "I'm high risk, I shouldn't be out." "Well, that's your problem," she said. "I'm not worried about coronavirus." And I looked at her standing there, mask up here over her face and our garden gloves on her. I said, "You're not worried about it." I said, "What are you wearing all that stuff for?" "Or I haven't got the disease." I said, "Well, to be honest," I said, "people don't go around wearing signs on the head saying I have the coronavirus," I said. "So I'm not being funny." I said, "If you're spreading it, spread it somewhere else. I don't want it." And I got told that off back to Dublin, basically. Lovely, do you know what I mean? But I'll stand my ground with anybody, do you know what I mean? I'm not an argumentative person, I'm not. But years ago, I lost my fire in my belly after Clodagh died. People used to mention it to me, "Katrina, you're letting people walk all over you, you know. Where's your gumption, where's your fire in your belly? Why aren't you telling people not to be treating you like that?" And I think I say in the last, I'm not over my daughter, of course, I'll never be over. I mean, our anniversary's coming up in August, it'll be 7 years gone. But a little bit of me is coming back, if you know what I mean. And I've noticed that since I've started YouTube, because before YouTube, I really hadn't got anybody. I know that sounds sad, doesn't it? But when you keep moving, right, due to circumstances, you never really get a chance to get established and settled somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Because the last 2 places I lived in Cavan, I actually moved. When Freddie died, I was living in literally a derelict cottage. That's the truth. We'd no washing machine. We'd no heating. All we had was like a Stanley range in the kitchen. It was one of these old-fashioned cottages, you know. So when he was standing in the kitchen, I couldn't come in. There was no room. It was tiny. It could only fit like a queen size bed. That's smaller than a double, a little bit bigger than a double, right? But when we put the bed in the room, that's it, it filled the room. The door wouldn't even close over. It wouldn't open enough. You had to kind of squeeze your way in. It was a weird old cottage. Like, there was the old fashioned electric sockets. There was 2 sockets in the whole of the cottage, would you believe? So I was hand washing and I was cooking on a Stanley range, and the place was as damp as anything. So I was lucky enough then to get a council place after, and I had a 1 bedroom, and I got a chance for 2 bedroom in the same block, so I moved into a 2 bedroom. And I said, "That's it, I'm not moving again, not doing that anymore." I mean, I've moved over 25 times since I've moved out of home. That makes it sound bad, but what happens years ago when you were renting, you were lucky to probably get private rent, you're probably lucky to get a year, and then you had no choice to move again. And it was only later on when I got a council house and I got more settled. But I ended up moving out of Wicklow for the circumstances. My Clodagh, I won't go into, but just say she was bullied an awful lot, and our life was made a living hell. So we moved again, I suppose, to the hostel in Wicklow when we were homeless. And then I moved from Wicklow up to Cavan, and I was there for 4 years. Now, Cavan was lovely, and the Cavan people in Balturba was a little village, but they were very good to me after Freddie died. They really were. I couldn't fault them now. I really couldn't. They were lovely people. But you're talking about literally 3.5 hours to Dublin. And I know I've gone off tangent somewhere along the line. I apologise, like I waffle. So I got a chance then of moving up here. A couple transferred to me. So I got a 3-bedroom house. I'm here 2 years now, and I love the area. But yeah, I've not put me on stamp in this house, because in my head I said to myself, will I move again? Will I not? So I'm going to have to start saying to myself, right, you're here, that's it. Because I never put my stamp the last couple of years in anywhere, because if I had, I'd be putting money into an apartment and then moving. And it happened to me years ago in Wicklow. I spent nearly $4,000 doing my house up. I had a little 3-bedroom bungalow in Wicklow, and then within a year I was moved. So I'm going to have to start. So Katrina is starting from next week when I've applied for a new card, and I'm not spending on it, really not. I'm going to ask. I wonder is there a way if I can put a spending limit on it or something, because having that card is too much temptation. It really is. Because when the chap is saying to me, "Ladies and beauty, look fantastic, kind of BoxyCharm, Ipsy, Memmy, Tarte," and I was going, no. And someone said it was something else. Oh my God, I was so embarrassed. I go, it must look like I haven't. Well, I'm Katrina and I'm a makeup addict. There you go, I've said it. I used to say that joking years ago in a beauty group. Hi, I'm Katrina and I'm a makeup addict. But it's no joke. It really is. I know at the moment I can't see anybody to give anything to anybody or to donate to anybody, but it's all stocking up over in the corner. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely going to have to stop. And I'm testing my reservation, because there's a beauty box coming out on the 14th for Ladies and Beauty, and I'm not going to buy it. I know, am I feeling alright? I bought every single box in Ladies and Beauty so far, but no, not buying it. Not buying it. I have a spare, I wouldn't say it's a spare bedroom, but I have enough room that I can move in. There's 3 bedrooms, right, but there's none of them being used at the moment. One son's not living here. He lives in Dublin. The other fella does, but he's not here. So the other chap, he said to me that I could use his bedroom as a beauty room, because when he comes up to stay, there's a converted. The couple that lived here before me, they have a big it's a log cabin kind of thing out the back garden, and they had it converted to watch movies in. So there's a big projector screen out there. There's electricity and there's lighting and windows and everything. It's a beautiful cabin. It's all done with pine inside and pine floorboards. Now, I was thinking at one stage whether to do that as a beauty room out there and filming, but it's outside, and I was saying to myself, if I put all my makeup out there, would it get damp in the winter? Because I can't there is heaters out there, you know, convector heaters on the wall, you know. But I'm saying to myself, I'd have to be paying for heating for that log cabin, and would my makeup get damp? There's a microwave, there's everything out in it. It's like I was joking with the son when I moved in here. We could rent it out as an Airbnb. You know what I mean? The only thing it's missing, it doesn't have a loo, but they could always knock on the back door. But so I've decided that I'm going to make that, and there's I'm buying a sofa bed for it. So there's a sofa bed going out there. So I mean, there's enough room out there that they could do the PlayStation. The Wi-Fi works out in the. I refuse to call it the shed. I'm not calling it a shed. I call it the projector room. Well, that's where it was. And the woman built like a sunroom on the front of it that you can sit in. And I don't know how she does it. Like, she tells me, oh, she sat in it in the summer and it was like a sauna. It was lovely and warm and everything. I tried it that 2 years ago and I moved in here and nearly killed myself. I couldn't breathe. So what I do is when I have washing done, I have two clothes horses out there and I hang them out on in the sunroom because the perspex draws in the sun and the heat, so the clothes dry pretty quick out there when it's sunny. Because the back garden has decking on it and another shed, so there's no grass, there's no area out that back. Now it's nice enough, like it's fully enclosed, so when I get a dog I can it'll be safe enough, but there's no grass really. There's paving stones and decking, so there's nowhere really to hang a washing line. I don't even have any grass that I could put, one of those circular ones in. So I dry my clothes over in the sunroom. I refuse to get a tumble dryer because they're just not great for they're not great for the environment, and two, they run up the electricity bill something terrible. So it's not, especially when there's only me and my son here, do you know what I mean? What would we do? 2 or 3 washes a week probably, you know what I mean? I'll put it this way, a wash each, because only so many clothes you can wear in a day, isn't it? I'm waffling, sorry, but and then once a week for the bedding and the towels and stuff. So I was going to sneeze again. I'm not doing that on camera. I told you I sneeze like a cat. So I'm not doing it. So I've decided then to put the sun outside, and I'm going to take the small box room at the front just to sleep in, and I'm going to use my bedroom then just for makeup storage and to film in, because when I have the king size bed in that room, it takes up all the floor space, and I have got fitted wardrobes, right, that is holding most of the makeup storage at the moment, and my big dressing table. So if I take out the bed, I can put drawers in it, and shelves and stuff up and paint it nice and everything. So that's my project. I have a lot of pictures bought before. I'm an awful person for buying stuff just in case. I mean, I've lots of pictures upstairs, canvas pictures that I had bought a couple of years ago in Cavan, intending to put them up in the apartment that I was in, and then I never did because I was moving. So I have lovely canvas pictures upstairs of there's one of 2 little spaniels, there's one of cats, there's one of a Parisian scene, in Paris, beautiful. So I'm going to put them all up on the wall when I'm done. And I have a lot of signs and stuff that my sister and that sent me, like, don't let anybody dull your sparkle and stuff like that. So I've all planned in my head. So Katrina is now telling us on here that the only things I'll be getting in future are my beauty boxes. There will be no makeup hauls. What am I going to do? So I will tell you what boxes are coming up, and I'm going to have a think about what other content to put on my YouTube channel. Any suggestions down below? I'm currently just nearly finished the Inky. Now, look, I know I said ages ago I'd review them, but I had other skincare to use up first, and I am nearly finished the Inky. And the way I look at it, I'd want to give skincare about at least 2 months, to be fair. Just genuinely see if it's nice, and to be honest, like, I think that's a fair enough comparison, 2 months, so that'll be up soon. So at the moment I'm getting Look Fantastic, Latest in Beauty, BoxyCharm, I wrote it down here, Lemonade box, the vegan kind box, and that's 1, 2, 3. I'm getting 5 beauty boxes at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Which I think is enough. I'm not going to be doing battle of the boxes anymore because I didn't get very. Look, I'm not worried about views, and I'm not worried about subscriber numbers. I'm not here for that. I'm here because I love makeup and I love skincare. And since I discovered makeup 2.5 years ago, I absolutely love it. And believe me and you, I think when I started to put makeup on a couple of years ago, I probably thought I looked brilliant. Now, in reality, I probably look like Bozo the Clown. Do you know what I mean? But I think I'm getting better at it. Sorry. And don't get me wrong, I know I'm blessed with good skin. I know I am. And believe me and you, I don't know how. My diet was terrible. I never ate fruit and vegetables before the operation, the weight loss surgery. I lived on takeaways and chocolate and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, and all the medication I was on and stuff, the steroids and everything, I'm quite lucky in a way. I know I'm blessed with good skin. So I don't know whether it's fair enough for me to review skincare products, because the only issue I really have is redness on my cheeks, and that's hereditary. You know what I mean? They're broken capillaries on my cheeks. They're not, salicylic acid dulled it down quite a bit, but for some reason salicylic acid from The Ordinary is not to be got anywhere now. It's out of stock constantly. They're not making it. So the redness is coming back a bit, so which is great why I got that green pasty stuff by Dr. Jart, because that's very good for hiding the redness. That's the only really thing I have is redness, and a couple of fine lines under my eyes. I am blessed. I know I am. I mean, I always was though. I don't understand why. Like from a teenager, I was never really got. I don't think I got any kind of spots or anything. And don't get me wrong, I understand that a lot of people suffer with skin. So I don't know whether it's fair to me to review skincare on my channel when I could use something out of the pound shop and it'd be just as good as Elemis. I don't know. I can't tell the difference really. Because I've no issues. I can't say, well, you know, the only thing that solved my redness really was the salicylic acid. Dr. Jart is only covering it up, it's not solving it. So I couldn't say like for definite, I could have reviewed the salicylic acid a couple of years ago and say, yeah, definitely it's got rid of me red cheeks. So I don't know what else I could do, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure whether skincare is a fair option to review on my channel. Let me know down below, because I definitely could review hair care because my hair is like straw. So listen, I have waffled on enough. You're probably sick to death of me at this stage. But listen, I just want to say that things aren't easy, but we will get there. And I don't want to sound patronising, and I don't. But I'm a firm believer that you're never given more than you can't handle. And I know, and I'm saying that from my own experience. I've been homeless, I've lost my daughter, lost my partner. I'm living on, you know, lived in basically a derelict cottage with Freddie for a couple of years. But we managed, like at the end of the day, if you have to manage, you'll manage. And that's, maybe people take that the wrong way, I don't know. But listen, I'm here if anybody ever wants to chat, and that's a genuine thing. Because a lot of people out there are suffering lost, you know what I mean? And that's one thing I can understand. I can understand loss of a child, I can understand loss of a partner to suicide, because people will tell you they understand, but you can't understand the death of a suicide. That's completely different. Freddie will be gone 5 years next month. You know what I mean? You can't understand it. That's completely different. So, and believe me, I had many a night sitting up with him when he was ill, and it's given me a lot of insight into stuff. And I'm not boasting or anything, please don't think I am. But if anybody ever wants to chat, my email is down below, or you can contact me on Instagram, and I'm more than welcome to chat with you. Alright, listen, I don't know, I think I'm coming up to half an hour at this stage, and just let me know if you like these kind of chatty things, or you think I'm bored and the hair off yous, or whatever you want to see down below in the channel. Let me know in the comments, won't you? So listen, take care everybody, and good luck.